So, guys, welcome back to the Black and Raw podcast. I'm your host, Tino Kuda Tandara Vunzabaya. I ain't going to repeat that. Here's a podcast that's going to dialogue and the space for black men to be their most authentic selves. So, let me just move a little something centered. Yo, how we doing, guys? How we doing? So, I haven't. It's been a while. Not been a while since I've released an episode, but my episodes have been a bit inconsistent. So, trying to make sure that I get some high quality guests for you guys. So we've got some guests in the pipeline coming up very soon. But I just thought, let me just do a little chat. Let me just talk to you guys, give you a little bit of a life update, see how things are and stuff is going. So, yeah, man, like life has been all right. I can't complain to you. I'm really trying to focus on my health at the moment. That is like really one of my biggest challenges, to be honest with you. Like I love sweet things, man. I love cookies, like biscuits, chocolates, like whatever it is, man. I could overindulge any day. Like, give me ice cream. Oh, I'll tell you a story, guys. Once, yeah, I went to the cinema with some mates, and I saw that there was like cookie dough ice cream, big ass tubs that were like 250. So I was like, what? This is like a bargain. So I bought three of them, right? Each for one of my mates and me. And then I was like, yeah, I went to the cinema, then I gave it to them. And I was like, oh, guys, you want some ice cream? And they were like, nah, we're good. And I was like, oh, so what am I supposed to do with three cookie dough ice creams and we're going to be in the cinema for 2 hours? They'll definitely melt. So, you know, I had one, then I had two, and I didn't even start on the third, man. I was gone. But imagine how many calories that is that I consumed that day. And, health, looking back when I was younger, like it wasn't maybe something that I really focused on. Like I probably really should have, to be fair, because probably could have saved myself a whole load of trouble and stress and health at the end of the day. When I was 15, I really sort of looked at myself and I was like, man, that is one fat boo. Don't want that demonetization, even though I'm not really getting any money from YouTube yet. Um, but I looked at myself and I was like, man, you are fat, bro. And I probably weighed about 15 stone. I don't know whatever that is in kg. People are gonna be mad that I'm saying stone instead of kg. Whatever, man. They're saying kg instead of stone. I'm saying stone instead of kg. I don't give a fuck. Whichever one, man. Either way, I weighed around 15 stone. I was 15. And when I was 15, like, no one really bullied me or sort of was like, oh, you're fat and stuff like that. Like, I knew I was heavier. And that showed up in, like, the sports that I played. And, I wasn't never really one of the popular kids, but, like, everybody knew me in school. So, I don't know. Could you say I was one of the popular kids? I'll leave that for you guys to decide. But yeah, weight has always been something that has been a real struggle for me. And I wish someone had told 15-year-old Tino that, like, bro, just get in the gym. 15 stone, you're kind of okay at the moment, to be honest with you. Get in the gym, work that, turn your fat into muscle, and, you'll be looking sexy for majority of your 20s. But now I'm 27 and I'm struggling with my weight. But it's been something which I've actually had a real effort at trying over the past 2 years. Um, it'll be coming up to 2 years until I like properly started going to the gym in like November. I remember my cousin once said to me, he was like, yo, I rate the fact that you started in November because most people would have just started in January and not really started. But it was like, you started in like the middle winter, bro. Like that's when you know you're committed. And I had to be committed, man. I couldn't go on living how I'm living. I'm not where I am. I'm not where I want to be at the moment. But, when I started this journey, I was about 23 stone and now I'm like 19 stone one. So I'm getting closer to where I want to be, but I'm still not where I want to be. I still want to be, I don't know where I want to be actually. Would I want to get back to that 15 stone? I don't know. I sort of set myself a target getting to 12 stone, but 12 stone is like really skinny. That's something like 70 kg, maybe 68 or something along those lines. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know whether I do want to go that low. I kind of said to my cousin the other day, I was like, oh, I'd love to be like 12 stone in weight and like 3 stone in muscle. Like, so I'd be 15 stone, but I'd be like lean and cut and all that stuff. Really, to be honest with you, I just want to get like a 6 pack once. Like, just get a 6 pack once. I think if I get to the goal of having a 6 pack, means I'm lean enough, strong enough, and committed enough that I've been able to lose the weight. And then after that, I don't really care about keeping the six pack, to be honest with you. I just want to be able to like have a six pack for the summer, one summer, and be able to like post thirst trap photos and stuff like that, like oil myself, you know what I mean? Or like work out and they'd be like, yo, look at my abs, look at my abs. That's all really I want to do, just once, just once. Um, but yeah, man, I just want to get to a point where I can really be strong, be fast, be athletic. I play basketball, so that's something where I really want to be able to do those things. Everybody thinks they can be a professional athlete, and then they actually see what professional athletes do, and it's like, you ain't gonna be a professional athlete, bro. But if I can just get close to just being really good at basketball, and that means I'm in the healthiest place I can be, and I can dunk, and I can be shifty and move my weight, and be really strong and really athletic, then that's just sort of the place I really want to get to. And I think my health is more about making sure that whatever future family that I have, that I'm healthy enough to play with my kids and not get out of breath, and to be able to pick them up and for them to view me as like really, really strong and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, kids are so great. Like, we have my little cousin here for the week, and I was doing keepy uppies with the football, and she was like, "How did you do that?" And I was just like, it wasn't even great keepy uppies, to be honest with you. But she's like, "How did you do that?" And I was just like, what can I say, man? I'm just great. So kids look up to you like that, don't they? So I really want to be like a dad that's strong and healthy, and that can pass on those healthy habits to my kids. You'll see in an episode soon, in my 100th episode, where me and my mum really talk about where we learned our poor eating habits from, and and a lot of it was responding to trauma, for my grandmother and for my mum and for me as well. And I think that's it for a lot of people, right? They're reacting to something. They comfort eat because they're sad. They comfort eat when they're happy. Like, for me, that's what I definitely do. Like, if I'm sad, I'll comfort eat, or if I'm happy, I'll eat. So really trying to learn my portion sizes and learn how to eat better, how to find healthier snacks. Like, I've been like really getting into like M&S mango sorbet, man. And I know that sounds super pretentious, but I don't even care, to be honest with you, because yeah, I'm a bit pretentious to a certain extent. Like, I like mango sorbet. Look at the garden I'm sitting in. I really love mango sorbet. So, and still really loved ice cream. I still really love ice cream. So, you know, it's about striking that healthy balance. And I think really learning how to have that balance is something that I'm still trying to do till this day. And I'm really proud of myself by how far I've came. I'm not where I want to be, but I think focusing on how far you've came is really good. Like, I'll put some progress photos like from here and from here about how far I've came, and really just trying to continue that, and understand that like nothing good in life comes easy or comes fast. And this weight thing, this losing weight, being healthier, it ain't coming fast, man. I'm telling you that now. But I think I would much rather go at a slower pace in losing all the weight, and maybe then not having loads of excess fat because I've done body recomposition, and I'm looking strong, and my skin is being filled out with muscles, and drinking loads of water, which sort of helps not have all that saggy loose skin, and not really just doing a crazy diet, because that's something that's not going to be sustainable. And I think I've seen that from my own mum, who has struggled with her weight all her life and has really gone through fad diets and fad things. Whereas to now that she is struggling, and my mum is one of my inspirations, to be honest with you, so I don't want it to sound like I'm slandering her. But this is really a challenge that has faced my whole family, to be honest with you. I think if you see my mum's Instagram posts and stuff like that, you may think, oh, these guys have a really, really good life and they have it really easy. But everybody has their challenges, to be honest with you. And maybe they are not shared on Facebook or Instagram all the time, but nothing is. It's a highlight reel, right? So, yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of the journey that I've gone on, and going to the gym, like getting stronger. Like, getting stronger is like so underrated. Like, feeling like you're getting stronger is so underrated, because like I'm seeing myself in the gym like doing more like on my like bicep curls, or like more on my squats, like. And that's not to say I haven't had setbacks. Like, literally, like on the weekend, like I pulled a muscle in my back, like trying to do 120 on my squat. Like imagine that, man. Oh, listen, this is the moment. This is the moment that I fucked up. Um, and yeah, and that Saturday and Sunday, I really was just like, I'm just gonna rest this up, to be honest with you. And I've been trying to like get back into my stretches and stuff like that. And I've had some of those setbacks, but really being able to understand, okay, take a bit of a rest, you're going to come back stronger, you know what to do when you're trying to hit a PR of 120 or whatever my PR will end up being. I don't have to go all the way to the ground to hit it. And I had help from somebody in the gym. And that's also what I love about the gym, to be honest with you. Let's talk about what I love about the gym, because the gym's just great. It's honestly just great. Don't let anyone else tell you different. The gym is just great. You know why the gym is great? Because everybody there is there for the same reason, to get better. So it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're just starting your journey or if you're 10 years into your journey. Everybody's there to get better. So we're all there with the same goal. And so no one's judging you for not lifting a certain weight. Like there's no need for ego lifting. Like no one's judging you for it. Like no one's judging you for running slow on the treadmill. And like when people are looking at you, like I know when I look at people in the gym, there's times I'm looking at them and seeing the exercise that they're doing, and I was like, oh, that's a really good form. Like maybe I should include that in my form when I'm doing that certain exercise, or even just admiring that someone's like really strong, and you're just like, fuck it, like I would love to be that strong. Like I'd love to be that strong. And the community is I like, it's the people really that make it up for the gym I go to be honest with you. Like when I was trying to do my 120, I asked one of these guys to help me out, and I've seen him a lot in the gym lately. Actually, I feel like he's quite new to the gym, but he's absolutely ripped. So he's obviously worked out quite a lot of his life. But like he's joined me on like doing like the sledge. Like I absolutely love the sledge, guys, mainly because my legs are my strongest part, and my calves are like the sexiest part of my leg. um, that's really, yeah, I really love the community and just the people you see, and like people like have been giving me compliments to say like, yo, you've lost loads of weight, like you're looking really good. And like when you get that feedback, you're like, oh, thank you. Like if I could blush, I would blush. um but that's been really nice and really satisfying to hear, and for people to see the hard work that you're putting in. It's a grind, don't get me wrong, but like you feel great coming back from the gym, to be honest with you. Like these last 2 days, like I have not woken up. I've gone to bed on time, but I've just been so lazy and not woken up to go to the gym or do my exercises. So like today, my lunchtime, like I went for a swim. It was only like a 20-minute swim, but like I just felt so much better for going, because I was beating myself up all morning, being like, why didn't you go to the gym? Why didn't you do that? When really I should have gone. I really should have gone, and I had no excuse. It was absolutely poor. I didn't go. And I feel like you get to that point as well. So like it'll be like 2 years in November, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, if I haven't been to the gym, I'm beating myself up. I'm like, why didn't I go? Why didn't I go? Going to the gym just takes over your life a little bit, to be honest with you, because you need to make sure you go to the gym, and then you need to make sure you fuel yourself properly to make sure that you're hitting your protein, and then you got to make sure you go to bed on time early. I remember seeing a video on that, and I was like, yo, that is so true. That is so true. And speaking about the food part of it, to be honest with you, what's really helped me is meal prepping. Meal prepping has literally been my savior. In the workplace I work at, we always have sweets, cookies, treats, whatever. And there's a shop that's like 5 minutes down the road, which does like a little bit of a takeaway. They have like the naked box, called a naked box. It is so good. It's just basically like a Greek gyro, but like a fat version of it. What you get is pretty good pricing, but like they have like the best cookies in the world. Like these white chocolate chip cookies, oh, they are to die for. And like at the beginning of the year, and even last year, to be honest with you, like those days where I would have like 3 cookies, like in 3 days in a row, back to back, like awful, right? And that feels so rubbish after having them. So rubbish. So rubbish. Look, listen. This is me talking to myself after I had some of those cookies. See what I mean? Absolutely poor. Look at the way I talk to myself. They're absolutely horrible. But that's sometimes how I really felt after having those. And at the beginning of this year, like I really was like, no, I'm taking my health seriously, and I found a online coach, Ching, who's really great, to be honest with you. Like he has really helped me to start to sort of do more of this athlete training, to be doing more sprints and to be doing more running. And I hate running, to be honest with you, but like doing the sprints, like it's been really fun. I don't know what it is. It's felt I've been feeling like a kid again, like finding that joy. And he changes up the program sort of every month and trying to build different things. And I found like using my core has helped a lot more, and just a variety of workouts and really trying to sort of build that athletic potential. He's really helped me these last few months, and I think that was something which I was like, if I'm going to be serious about this, I'm going to be serious about this. I don't want to do it half-heartedly. And I'm in a very privileged position that I was able to um, afford a coach that's not cheap. But that has really helped me. That has really helped me, definitely. And I realized I got distracted about the meal prepping because the meal prep has also really helped, especially when you have warm weather like this. I've been making use of the barbecue, as you can see, in terms of doing my meal prepping. And that really helped me, to be honest with you. Um, because it just means that I know I'm hitting my protein, I'm having healthy food, I'm having low calorie food, and I'm able to make sure that I am hitting all my targets that I need to do, and that I'm less likely to reach out for sweet things. There was a few weeks ago, where I didn't do my meal prep, and I just ended up having those naked boxes like 2, 3 times. Um, in the week, and I looked at the scale and I was like, yeah, no wonder why I haven't lost any weight. Stayed the same, but haven't lost any. Um, yeah, I haven't lost any, and it's not a surprise because you get like shit. So the food part of it is really what is my hardest struggle. That is really my hardest struggle, and that is something which my coach has actually been able to help me out with in finding healthier alternatives, but still being able to enjoy some of the things that you enjoy, and also like banking your calories. So like having less in the week if you know that you've got something going on the weekend. And he's really helped me to be able to hone in some of those habits and know what to do. I know what to do, it's just executing it. And I think that is a big thing about trying to do something, that sometimes you know what to do. Is when you're in that position of you know what to do, you just need to do it. Sometimes it's quite hard because you beat yourself up because you're like, why did I have that sweet thing? Why did I not do that exercise? Why this? Why that? Why that? You start to beat yourself up about it. But I think realizing where you want to, realizing that one, we make mistakes, we're all humans, right? And change is such a hard thing. I'm going to get onto change a bit later because I'm going to be having some big changes coming up in my life very soon. But trying to do something you've never done before, and trying to be a different person, that is something which is really hard. And if you are trying to do it, then kudos to you, because a lot of people just try and stay in their comfort zones. I don't want to be looking back at myself when I'm 30 and still being in the same position that I am now at 27, still struggling with my weight, um, and not being the healthiest version of myself that I can be, and passing on bad habits to my children. I don't want to be there. I really don't want to be there. Um, and I also know that, like, yo, once I slim down, bro, yo, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm already kind of handsome, but like, yo, I'll have a glow up, bro. I'll have a glow up. I'll have a glow up. We'll take a pause for a sec. Watch the space. I'll be back in just a second. Oh, so we back. We back. Welcome back. So where was I? I was talking about, yeah, my health journey. So yeah, like I said, man, I'm really looking forward to what the next few phases of it really look like, and being able to make that change into the person that you want to be. I think is something that we all struggle with. I'd like to think we all are trying to change, but that's not it for everybody, is it? Because change is scary. Change is really scary, and I've got a big change coming up very soon, sort of with my job and everything. Um, and I was really debating in terms of what I want to do with it, and where I want to go with it. debating whether even sharing it, because I know some of my team members might listen to this. Um, but I'll just go ahead. Um, so like I I sort of love the job I'm doing now. Challenging, definitely. Um, but I think I mentioned quite before there's a beauty in the sadness, and there's days where, like today, I was at a visit and I was playing with a kid on the trampoline, and that was like really fun. Um, and you get to have those moments amongst all the seriousness of it and the child protection of it all. And there's been lots of areas of growth, considering this is sort of my first professional job. Um, there's been a lot of areas of growth, and I've sort of um, struggled with power and how to use that power, but also how to make sure that you're being empathetic and that you're being compassionate to the people that you're working with. And that's something that I've really sort of struggled to deal with. And I think we've had a lot of changes within my council, and all the councils are going to be making the changes very soon. And sort of dealing with that, my job role hasn't changed much. There are some new things that I've had to do, and getting to grips with those has been a challenge, but I've been able to get through it with support from my team and support from my manager. And the support from my team is absolutely amazing. Like, all the people there are absolutely amazing. Um, and I'm debating whether I stay or whether I move to a different team. And, I've had an interview and I've been successful in that interview. So it'll really be about whether I accept it or not. And not whether I'm in an R-ing about accepting it, but the change that is going to bring, new team, new sort of role. Like, what is that going to look like? How am I going to navigate myself in a new team? And I think some change is something which, for me, change is change. Is the only thing you can rely on in this life, to be honest with you. That something will change. Nothing stays the same. Whether you force that change yourself or whether that change happens upon you. Look at what's happening with Donald Trump and tariffs and all of that. And things are going to change with him being in the presidency. And that's something that's out of our control. So how do we get better with our relationship with change? And I think for me, understanding that it's inevitable. It's like Thanos, bro. I'm inevitable, fam. It's inevitable. I can't think of the quote right now. Or I see that. Yeah, I can't think of the Thanos quote. It is from the Infinity War when he's beating up Hulk and Loki and stuff. And I can't remember what he says, but either way, Thanos is inevitable. Change is inevitable, and yeah, I'm really sort of just in a place where I'm like, okay, maybe I do need a change. Maybe I need a change of scenery, a change of location, a change of the work that I do. Still be social worker, I'll still be a social worker. But it's going to be sort of quite a different role. And I'm looking forward to that change. See, it's basically making it sound like I've already made up my mind about what I'm going to do. I'm still debating it. But it's going to be something that is a big challenge, and I'm really going to miss the families that I work with and the people that I see day in and day out, because they have really made the job. They've really made the work culture and the work environment. You deal with a lot of difficult things in social work, and they have really been a rock for me and for others in the team as well. Like, we've had students that have came in, and we've had other people that have came in and be like, "Man, your team is amazing," and I know our team is amazing. What can we say? We provide a good platform, good environment for people to enjoy as much as you can enjoy social work. But yeah, that's something that is really going to that's really going to bring some change. And how I embrace it, how I deal with it, how I tackle it is going to be something that we'll see how it goes. And I'll give you guys updates on how it goes. But it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And if I want to pivot back a little bit about sort of my weight loss journey, I'm going to Italy and France very soon. And I really want to sort of try and lose 2 stone before that. I don't know if I can lose 2 stone before that. That's a lot. I think something like 14 kg or something along those lines. I don't think I've ever lost that much that quickly. Um, and to be honest with you, if I just continue doing what I'm doing, I'll probably reach there. But even if I don't reach it by the time I go, which is in about a month and a half, um, if I keep doing what I'm doing, no matter what way I am, I'll sort of be happy with what I've done, because it will be it's a long journey that I'm doing, and it's not for any particular holiday or particular thing. Um, so that should be fun, and hopefully by that point I would have maybe moved teams as well. So it'll be a nice little break before I then go into the new team that I'll end up be working for, and that will come with a lot of change and a lot of things. So yeah, guys, I wanted to just give you a little update on how things are going. Um, there's a lot of things in the pipeline that I really want to get focused on with work, but with also outside of work. Um, Watch this space. We're going to be creating something very soon for the community of Coventry, for black men in Coventry, for young black men in Coventry. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I know I'd put on my website projects, and I've talked about projects and stuff like that. And I want to get it done this year, because I don't want to be the person that talks about things that they want and talks about the things that they want to do but never does them. I don't want to look back on my life and be like, I should have pursued that, or I should have tried that, or I should have just done it and see how it went, because I don't want to live my life with all those regrets. And I know that there are special things that I can achieve, um, and I just need to get on and do them. So I need to be a lot more focused. I need to be a lot more on it. Um, so I'm trying to get better at that. But that will also come with a lot of change. I didn't realize this episode I would mention change so much, but I just thought it'd be a really good idea to chat to you guys, and sort of see how you're doing. So you get to see how I'm doing as well. I'd love to hear if you guys have struggled with your weight in the past, or if you've struggled with change. What change have you struggled with? Have you struggled with moving jobs and moving locations? Have you struggled with embedding yourself in a new team? Have you, struggled with your weights? Like, even if you're someone that's really skinny, I feel like we always just think, as people that are really big and fat that sort of struggle with their weight, but you forget that like body dysmorphia affects everybody, even people that look wham. Body dysmorphia affects them too, and our relationships with our bodies affects all of us. It really affects all of us. So let me know if there's anything that you've struggled with and how you've overcame that. Like, for others that are watching or listening to this, have a think. What have you struggled with in your life? What's been one of your biggest struggles? What's been the thing that's caused the most change in your life, and how have you dealt with that? So yeah, thank you guys. I might do another version of this, like us talking, like me talking to you, giving me feedback, telling me what's going on. Because I kind of like that. I like this part, but I also really like the recording podcast with people. Like I said, I got some guests lined up, and we're coming up to my 100th episode very soon, which is a very special episode. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy that, with a very special guest who's close to my heart. Might have already revealed who it might be. But yeah, and next week, what I'm gonna do is actually, because there's a little show called Adolescence that's been going around that everyone's been watching. I ain't watched it. I got too many shows to watch already, man. But I feel like a guy that talks about masculinity, how can I not talk about the show that is talking about toxic masculinity? I put air quotes because I don't know. I think I have a bit of an odd relationship with toxic masculinity. But I'm the guy that talks about masculinity, so probably should watch the show. So you know what? Next week I'll do a review of the show, and maybe what it means for us as men, what it means for young boys in society. There's a lot going on for young men. I'm really happy that we had a period of women empowerment, because, quite frankly, it was needed. But I feel like in all of that, maybe we've forgotten about our young boys. and forgot about empowering them and giving them positive messages and positive tools about being a man. Rightly so, we focused on women, but let's try and get that balance. Let's try and focus on men and women. Let's try and empower both, because at the end of the day, these are going to be the people that grow up and run our society. These are going to be the men that are out there building families and building relationships. And we need to make sure they're in a positive and healthy space, not listening to people like Dr. Umar or Andrew Tate. Although they have a unique appeal to them. Even Trump, even Elon. Listen, I'm not going to get into this now because I definitely will ramble on, but that will probably be perfect for the adolescence episode, adolescence review. So thank you guys for watching or listening to this, wherever you're watching or listening to this. I really appreciate you guys sitting in for however long this episode was, probably about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a really good day. Enjoy the weather. I'm in England, and we rarely have a week of sun, so enjoy the bloody weather, yeah? Beer gardens, parks, barbecues. Oh, we had a barbecue on Saturday. Absolutely lush, man. You can hear the birds singing. Go touch some grass. Go put your bare foot on some grass, man. Like, do some grounding. Don't want to get my feet out right now. Just climb up on here and get my feet out. Do some grounding. Just get out in nature. Nothing better. Personally, there's nothing better for me. Go for a walk. Meet up with your mates in the park. Play some football. Just do something. Enjoy the bloody weather. Because it doesn't come often. It doesn't come often. So blessed, guys. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Black and Raw podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you got some value out of it. Please follow me, Tino Talk, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Mainly Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, to be honest with you. I don't bother with Twitter, man. Twitter's just a toxic space lately, man, honestly. I never really messed with Twitter anyway, to be honest with you, so. But, yeah, give me a follow. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know if you have any thoughts on change, how you deal with it, and maybe what you're trying to change about your life. So, I think I said the other day I was trying to come up with, like, a call sign to be like, yo, peace, or like, holler, or peace out, or I don't really know. Talk soon, I guess. We'll talk soon. We'll talk soon, boys. So, I am back, guys. Oh, my battery's about to run out. Oh, let me change my battery, and then let me charge the rest of them. I'll be back. Damn, laugh of a video, I don't know. Fuck it.